regarding the tunnels in New York City. Let me make sure you understand specifically why I did what I did. It's not that I don't think that having more access to New York City would be a good thing, because it would be. And getting more people on trains and off the roads is a good thing. Here's what the bad thing is. Here's what they wanted from you, in which I stepped in front of and said, I will not permit it. They wanted a blank check from the taxpayers of the state of New Jersey to do that project. No more blank checks from the taxpayers of the state of New Jersey, not on my watch. This project was already $2 to $5 billion over budget. New Jersey was paying already of the projected $8.7 billion, which was a fictional budget put forward by Governor Corzine, just to get a shovel in the ground last year during the re-election campaign. So hopefully some people who commuted on the trains would vote for him. Of that $8.7 billion, $5.7 billion was coming from New Jersey sources. Either our share of Port Authority of New York and New Jersey money, or directly from your toll and tax money. 5.7 billion of the 8.7 billion. And then they told me every nickel over the 8.7 billion, that's the responsibility of the New Jersey taxpayers as well. How much is New York City contributing to this tunnel? Zero. How much is New York State contributing to this tunnel? Zero. Yet, more and more people will be brought into New York City to work there, to pay taxes there, to shop there, to pay sales taxes there. All right? Now, that's fine. I'm okay with that, but they got to step up to the plate and pay. They've got, the name of this tunnel was the ARC Tunnel, access to the region's core. Except the only people in the region who were paying for it were us. We have the money to pay for any overages that happen, and I don't have it. I don't have it. Think about this. To pay for just the $5 billion in overages for the tunnel.
2.7 that the state kicks in.
Excuse me. Hold on. Right. Right. Listen. Hold on. 2.7 billion. Look at me, please. 2.7 billion is the original investment. 5 billion is the overrun beyond the original investment that we would be responsible for. So, we've already identified the revenue to pay for the 2.7 billion. The 5 billion, we haven't. If we were to pay for it with an increased gas tax, each penny on the gas tax increase raises $50 million. That means that I would have to raise the gas tax $1 a gallon. $1 a gallon to pay for the overages. $1 a gallon. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that to pay for the tunnel. Just not doing it. So, and I would say that this issue falls under the category that I mentioned before about well-meaning people being able to have a difference of opinion. You might believe that raising the gas tax $1 a gallon to pay for the tunnel is the right thing to do and the right type of investment. You might think that going $5 billion more into debt and having to pay the debt service for that, when I have not identified any fund or any stream of money to be able to do it, might be okay. But then what you'd have to sit down and do is say, okay, well, what are we cutting then to pay for that? What are we cutting to pay for the debt service on that? Which programs are we eliminating to be able to do that? Because since we are the highest taxed people in America, I'm not raising taxes on the highest taxed people in America. And as to your last point about us benefiting from federal taxes that we pay, New Jersey is 50th, dead last, in the return on tax dollars that we get from Washington, D.C. 50th.